Brexit Britain has been warned that it is running out of time to escape the red tape empire of an increasingly irrelevant EU or accept being tied to the bloc as Britain's unavoidable fate. Britain must distance itself from EU rules or face an unforgivable betrayal of the Brexit vote as well as economic calamity, according to journalist Sherelle Jacobs. Ms. Jacobs said that time was running out before the UK would be stuck with strict regulatory rules that would hamstring Brexit Britain's economic development and innovation. She said, "Britain is running out of time to seize the initiative. With just 2 years until the next general election, this may be the Conservatives' last chance to put the UK firmly on its new Brexit path before they are consigned to a potentially lengthy period in opposition." While it is unlikely that a Labour government would overturn the referendum result, it will hardly be galvanised to try to capitalise on a project that most of its MPs believe is a diabolical error. We might consequently find ourselves with a stillborn Brexit, officially out of the EU, but aligning with almost all of its rules. It should go without saying that this would be an unforgivable betrayal. The mediocrity of the ruling class would be appallingly exposed, the will of the British people scuppered by politicians too risk-averse to do anything with the new powers they have been gifted. She urged Britain to free itself of European regulatory controls and pointed out that while the UK leads the continent in sectors such as biotech research and life science startup funding, Europe was floundering. She said, "The bloc has adopted precisely the opposite model to the one it requires to meet the challenges of the modern world." Europe has historically thrived as a result of its openness to new ideas and its enthusiasm for trade. And yet the EU has abandoned innovation and free markets in favor of regulation and protectionism. Ms. Jacobs also claimed Eastern European countries and Scandinavia were looking towards Britain and America for leadership, a sign of the EU's increasing irrelevance. Writing for The Telegraph, she said, "To some extent, Britain thankfully no longer has to concern itself with the EU's existential woes." Remainers might pretend that we would have acted exactly as we have done towards Ukraine had we stayed within the bloc. But the truth is that Brexit has given impetus to the forging of nimble new alliances with similar-minded powers, as well as a refreshing clarity about the UK's geopolitical interests. The news comes as Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced the 7 Brexit bills to be outlined today in the Queen's speech as the government tries to make some Brexit dividends. He said, "I'm proud that my government is capitalising on the immense opportunity that our newfound Brexit freedoms bring." This relentless drive to deliver on the promise of Brexit is why we're bringing 7 Brexit bills in the Queen's speech. I call them the Super 7, and they will benefit families and businesses across the land by changing old EU rules that don't work for the UK. He added, telling the Sunday Express, From data reform to gene editing to financial services, these bills will allow us to thrive as a modern, dynamic and independent country. The bills are seen as a way to show that Conservatives are delivering on Brexit promises and put recent scandals behind the party. The announcement comes following a lacklustre performance in local elections which saw the Tories lose council seats to Liberal Democrats in the South, the SNP in the North and Labour in London. The bills are said to range from further slashing EU red tape to animal protection.